seamless transition that we can get. Alright, well, welcome back, guys. Sorry about the little bit of a hiatus this weekend. Took a little bit of time off. We had the a few derbies today. Lazio, Roma, Old Town, Old Firm, Old Town, Super Classico in Argentina, and the North London Derby today. So I went to bed super early last night. Kind of just spent watching soccer all day today. Had a really good time. I had work all day yesterday, so sorry again about the hiatus, but we're back, and of course the big day is tomorrow, Final Fantasy VIII Remaster. Anyways, I guess welcome to September. It's crazy to think that time has gone by so fast. On top of that, I want to note that I made some really nice adjustments over the weekend to my PC, a few other things. So the good news for us is you're gonna see a lot of things better, and what I mean by that is first off, I fixed the controller drag that I was having. Like that was definitely the most pressing issue I think I had when I was in my time of playing this. So as you guys can see, my camera isn't awkwardly spinning around anymore, which is very, very nice to say the least, because it was hard talking to it and just like trying to talk to Rodney, and all of a sudden my game's going on a spin cycle. So it's really nice now. You guys won't get that really weird dizziness thing or anything like that. So there's that I was able to fix, and you know, upgraded a few parts. So hopefully the stream quality is gonna be a little bit nicer. Regardless, we're still gonna be doing our same thing though, and we're gonna be trying to expand our map eastward for the houses. Last time I remember, I know it's been a few days, but the last time that I remember playing, we got the new house, and off the top of my head I cannot remember the race of people, but it is the it was the Yucca Shack. So we can't build them yet, which kind of sucks, but once we go ahead and start expanding more eastward and get to the level 15 or level 17, I think, once we get over there, we'll be golden. We're sitting on a whole bunch of elementite right now, so we need to go ahead and start building more things. And then on top of that as well, another thing I've completely kind of left out of the picture, but I definitely should not be, is the fact that we haven't gotten any research materials yet. I know we're sitting on armor. We need armor research. I think we need cure research as well. I know we're good over here, right? Yeah, we're good over here. And honestly, like with all the gil that I'm going to be collecting from the daily taxes, I'm going to be focusing a lot more on just kind of getting stuff up to level 30. It's definitely going to be a necessity. You know, we're somewhat reaching towards the end of the main story, to say. Of course, it's, you know, the goal is for me to be the first streamer to 100% every Final Fantasy game. We're gonna have to do a little bit more than just the main story. We're gonna try and go for max everything. We're gonna have every place fully explored, every housing slot built, everything like that. So we still have a long ways to go, but you know, for the sake of the main wow, we got holy! Huge! Okay, for the sake of the main story, we're definitely nearing the end. And I think this is the last chapter. I think we're supposed to go out and we also got enfeebling spells too. Bio, slow. Wow. Okay, see, now this is definitely getting up there. So yeah, we're definitely getting towards the end of it. I think all we have to do is just go to the Shadow King Shrine, or whatever that dude's name is, and we'll probably be done. But until that time happens, we're just gonna be going ahead and trying to get the housing unit. That's the most important thing. I want to get more houses. I want to build, as I was talking about last time we played on Thursday. My goal is to try and get every single race to be their distinctive job class. So we did decent in terms of the exploring. Got quite a bit of money for the morale bonus. I honestly just don't know if we're ready, like, to take on... Hold on. I don't know if we're ready to take on this place. We've been getting smoked every time. Like, our exploration is so low. I don't know if we're ready for it. But it sucks, because I really want houses. Maybe if I just focus on this as being the only thing that we do, maybe we'll have a better result. Another thing as well, though, for sure, is I could do this probably within the next 7 days. I definitely want to go and get all the material stuff. Also, white mages should know Holy, and black mages should know Enfeeblement now. So that's really good. The only thing that we're kind of missing out on right now is we don't have a full party slot. I think we can get up to like 18 now. I think we only have 16 because I want to get the new race of people. And I don't want to like take out any units. So I'm just going to wait on that and just really focus and hammer down on the ones that we have. And the ones that we have are all like level 20 and whatnot. It's just... we're getting to the point of where things are becoming increasingly more difficult. So we're gonna have to focus on, you know, like I said, getting funding and for armor, weapons, and the like. It's gonna be a really, really big thing because we need to get that kind of stuff maxed. Like, that's just for sure. It should already be at level 30, honestly. We've definitely just not... We've put it on the back burner, to say the least, which is very much my fault, but we've been more focused on trying to build everything up, and, I mean... Oh, we have travelers now! Whoa! Oh, that's right! I forgot that we put the in. I forgot that we did that. I don't know how that whole mechanic works. We can go ahead and check it out, but I have no idea how that works. This is the inn, right? Or no, we did it by the exit. That's right. I have no idea how that works, like how they are travelers that come and leave as they go, but... Oh, there we go. Couldn't even find it. Alright. View guest list. So they're going to be in here... this is a merchant. I wonder if we could buy from these people. And Elias, wow, Stundiga, Poison. Amelia has a lockpicking, Keen Eyes, pathfinding, and Mr. Rick has double attack. I want to find where this merchant's at and see if we could buy stuff from them. There's no prompt over here, but that's really awesome. And as you guys can see from the top, they're actually doing missions for us, which is very cool. They're only here for 2 more days, so we should probably utilize that more so than have that expire. Because as it stands, those people are definitely a lot better than the ones that we have. You know, I wonder if they could teach us stuff as well. And the reason why I say that is because we haven't had enfeeblement spells until Elias joined. I wonder if we can. That's interesting. And if that's the same token, though, unless it's like 1 spell per traveler, I wonder if we got thunder spells now. No. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to get those up because things, enfeeblement and both buff spells and enfeeblement spells are insane. I know that we're getting holy magic now, but I think that just consists of offensive white magic like Dia and whatnot. Or just straight holy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's just straight. Yeah, so that's great for Inner compass we should definitely get up. That's great for Cordelia, level 20 something now. That's huge for her because she is super strong. Well, she was our main healer. She's been since the start of the game, but now that she's actually doing damage, it's even bigger. So hopefully that helps. And then the fact that poison and you know, that's going to be a really nice dot, provided that it has the same thing. See, we're getting smacked. Yeah, we need to do something better because we haven't even gotten an exploration point. We should probably go in for research stuff today. I'm going to feel more comfortable doing that as opposed to anything else. We'll go ahead and get armor plating for one, and then there's something else that we can get. It's not... There we go, potion ingredients. I think this is better than doing nothing for sure. We're not really going to have the gil. Like, I think we're sitting on like 380 a day is our average, but it's still not going to be enough. And I want to get everything up to level 30, and I honestly think that I should before we start trying to get into more housing slots. Honestly, like, it's for sure going to be a little bit difficult. As you can tell, we haven't even gotten even a tad bit of exploration, which sucks, but it just means that we've got to get better equipment, higher levels, and just kind of have the party work better together. Morale is great. I don't think we've had bad morale since we started the game, and I don't know how much of an effect that has, but I mean, it certainly can't be negative. I guess if we get everyone up to like maybe like late 20s, like 25 and up, by that time Cordelia and Cornelius will be probably low 30s. I'd say that we would be strong enough to for sure do some damage. We have celestial rods now, and then we need to get that armor plating. That's still only level 20. I don't know how much our people really use items, but I think their pay is max now, which is really nice. I'm almost certain that it is. I think we have like the level 4 pay or whatever it is, whatever the max one is. And now that we have an inn and people are going to come travel and actually work for us, it may... I have a theory that brings us new spells, but I can't be for certain. It hasn't really said anything about it, but they all leave today. Except Rick. Dylan is new. He's a level 29. That's kind of big. And this guy named Rod, who is a black mage, ironically enough, apparently is a black mage who is using minus intellect. Interesting. He may be able to bring us some new stuff. Oh, that's why his robe doesn't do him justice. So that item that he has, that magic torch, is a level 30 item, and it says that it increases time being able to explore. We for sure don't have that in our item shop. Like, I'm almost positive that we don't. We just have potions and antidote. Just a potion. That magic torch is probably going to be huge, especially on the thieves. What did it say our cap was at right now? Did it say 16? Okay, we're at 14. 20 is probably going to be the cap overall. We really could hire 2 more people, but I want to wait and just kind of focus until we get all the races in, just so we could have a specialist in black magic and white magic. Can't believe it's already day 83. Alright. Cornelius got the job done, of course. And Lulu got the job done over there. Perfect. Alright, so Cornelius got the armor plating. Of course, that means we're going to get lead intellect. 54 intellect. That is nutty. We're going to actually give her intellect. I want her to become a black mage. It's just a matter of her actually doing it. That's the issue. We have everything now. We don't need another gaming hall. And then, of course, this is where the final boss is at. I want to go for an exploration here. But it's level 15. That's kind of dangerous. And by kind of, I mean very. But we don't have an emporium. I kind of want to know what it does. See if there's anything easier that we could do. Bakery up. We don't need that. That's just elementite. Item shop. Elementite. Elementite. And axe metal. Okay, that's new. We're gonna go for it. We're just gonna focus on that. Armor research up, potion research up. It's wondrous. Let's go ahead and set up a sale. We need to get that up to level 30. We don't have the gil for it now. It's fine. We just need Cornelius to want to work. That's the thing. That guy is the ultimate carry. That guy is the absolute ultimate carry. We get him to want to actually work at like the level 27 he's at or whatever nonsense. 54 intellect. Yeah, it's over. Uaro? I wonder if she brings anything to the table. I think by tomorrow we should be good, because we're going to get a lot in stock, including that 25 armor, which I think all of our warriors have hit, and a lot of our thieves need more items. We're going to definitely ask to do a special sales day, and of course, we don't have enough for that. I'm going to spend the rest of it on enfeeblement magic and just hope that Cornelius wants to work today. Is that him? No, it's not. Samuel, hopefully that's Cordelia. It's not. It's Marianne. It's Diana. Yeah, this is going to be a rough one. Oh, Rick! Okay. Thank you. That's nice, actually. I wonder if and how we can get buff magic. Is it just slow? Yeah, it's poison and slow. Absolutely fine, but the buff magic like protect and haste, I can only imagine how much that's going to bring to the table. It's nice that we finally have our mages being able to deepest, but man, we need to for sure get like buff magic. We do that, it'll be so big. That guy Cornelius still hasn't come around yet. That sucks. We're just gonna go ahead and end today. I can only hope that Cornelius did the mission, because everyone died. And instead, he went to the Quorum Psi High Road. And they went to the Darkwood. And otherwise, people just stayed in the castle and trained. Exploration still hasn't gotten there yet. This is obscene. I don't know why they keep coming here. I wish I could have both of them go to the same place. Maybe he only goes to the other board? I have no idea why that's the case, but... They've already done their own thing so many times. We've killed bosses of areas we haven't even explored yet. But we need to explore. Send some of them over here, I guess. We still don't have enough gil. for what we need, which sucks. I can only hope Cornelius comes out today. Like, please, dude. That's nice. That's Cordelia. Or that's Janet? Why was she here so early? If Cornelius does what he's supposed to, you guys, we definitely can get some exploration done. I don't know how to set up parties. If I did that, I would have him and Cordelia do the same mission every day, and it would be over. Like, they alone would be able to carry a squad, especially with the warriors. She's 25, knows holy magic. Nefe's automatically a thief, so that's really good for us. See, that Cornelius guy is just missing. I don't know what his deal is. I need to figure out how to form parties. Like, that would be very nice. If I knew how to do that, I would be able to... but I have a feeling we need a place for it. Like, I think we need an emporium. That's what the other reason, by the way, that I want to go ahead and explore this place so much. It isn't just for the housing, even though that's, of course, a major factor. It's that I really want to know what the emporium is. Like, what does that place do? I can't really think of something that it would do, and that's why it makes me even more interested. Alright, let's see. Janet died, Cornelia didn't. Everyone else stayed alive. Other people just kind of explored and did whatever. By the way, do we not have a tavern? I think I remember somebody in the chat saying that a tavern is what you use to form parties, and hence said, like, you should probably do that. Because we can't... That tundra place is just nuts. We can't do anything. We can't even really do anything regardless. I want to build a tavern. Oh, he listened! Boggers. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and get the exploration magic torch for sure. Oh man, we run out of gil. We need to increase the tax rate. I wonder if we put our pay rank up too high, too fast. Something tells me we legit don't have a cavern. Is this something I just completely overlooked? Oh, mistake. A mode that I haven't utilized yet, but is this. Does it tell us what we have? Oh, it does. Okay. Black Mage Academy, house, the 2 huts, house, training hall, the guild hall, item shop, house, inn, no tavern. I have a feeling that this was a huge overshadow. Like, I think that we needed that. And I somehow, in my infinite wisdom, didn't register that we needed that. Alright. No one died, because that's definitely, like, that's a simple... That's a very, very simple task. I wonder why that's gain experience and not explore. Do I have to fully explore? The other places are fully explored. This is new. Wow, we fully explored that in a day? Are you kidding me? That's huge. Oh, that's house up too! Let's go! It's a secret spot. No wonder we didn't see it. Oh, nice, Areno. I'm so happy I can't even speak. That is absolute masterclass. Screw everything else. We get more taxes and we don't even have to risk our lives for it. It's like a level 10 mission. Provided we kill Boss Man today, we get the tavern, and then tomorrow we can get the houses. We didn't have to risk going to the stupid Tundra place. That is absolute masterclass. Alright. You guys can do it. You guys can kill the Boss Man. Another thing I've realized is that since morale's so high, we haven't had any people who don't want to work. I think it's also because I gave them a holiday recently. I should probably do that like once a month. I don't know the time scale, but that seems to be a reasonable time scale. Alright, thief, of course. I don't know how effective thieves are going to be in killing Boss Man, but it can't be any worse than what happened last time. I am not your own, unless people have not bought stuff in a long time. I am certainly not your only customer. Alright, let's see. We have double attack. Those are level 30. I don't think we still don't have level 30 at the item shop. I want to raise morale. They just like give me guilt, don't they? I haven't talked to anyone today, but I'm pretty sure if we raise morale, oh, they get better with their family members. I don't know what that entails. But let's talk to everyone. Oh, she said what an emporium did. Of course, I skip it. I don't think the Mughals are going to do anything with that, but I still have no clue what that means. Like, what does getting along a bit better with the family members do? Happy home, happy country, or something like that. That must be how it works. Maybe they pay more taxes. I could at least be hopeful. On top of being hopeful, I also want to add that I am certainly going to be focused on saving up a little bit of guild today for the sake of hiring people tomorrow. I don't think we're going to be able to get over there in time, but we're going to risk it anyways. Oh, come on, he's running away. Make it. Alright, nice. I think that was everyone in the town. I don't know how much that meter goes up. Oh, we missed her. Just by a fraction. That's okay. Alright, come on. Tell me we beat him when we get the tavern. Nice. Marianne did it, of all people. And that Rod guy is just getting experience. We're gonna for sure give her willpower. That means we get the tavern. Please tell me we can get the housing spot. This is right here? Yep. Only level 11. Oh, you love to see it. What does this give? Weapon shop plus, we don't need that. Gaming hall up, we don't need that as well. Hammer metal, and it can expand the castle, level 26. We're not ready for that yet, for sure. For some reason, we can't explore this area. I don't know why. Even though the dungeon's cleared. Same thing here. And let's play it safe and just gather information from the townsfolk for that place. Due to the parched cries of adventurers, you can build taverns. Taverns are where adventurers get together and form parties. There we go. Chat was right. By joining forces, they could band together and fight more powerful foes. Your Majesty, what's this about a tavern? Why would you want to build something like that? What's the use? You're the boss. Oh, she's not having it. You guys, we've done it. We've completed our lifelong mission of creating the local. Let's go ahead and put local right here. That way adventurers can come in from before, like outside, and just come out to local. That is a big location. We have local. We have local. Oh, Chime is the barmaid? Create party. Adventurers that come to this establishment form parties to explore dungeons. You could also create your own parties. You could have full balance. The maximum number of parties is the maximum number of taverns. You could build in total 3 taverns, which means that you can create 3 parties. Select a party to form. Add new member. So it's party of 4. Typical Final Fantasy. You know what we're doing. Cornelius. Cordelia. Samuel. Wait. We're gonna do all the original guys. Anais. And we're gonna add Ruzaroto. I like this kid. This is the party right here. That is the one, lads. That is the one. That is the one. For sure, that is the one. Oh, we could look at dungeon info here. We don't even have to go to the map. That party is going to be so broken. It's insane. I wonder if they start today. I wonder also if I could force them to choose like which one we go to, or if they just kind of choose and go. The fact that they work together and we have a really good setup though, White Mage, Black Mage, Warrior, and Thief. I think that's all 4 jobs in the game. That means that we're absolutely golden. Let's save guild today. Hopefully our exploration does well and we can build houses soon. Alright. Oh, Lulu formed a party by herself anyways. Marianne joined. So now that they made parties, that's kind of cool. I bet they're a lot better when they're in cohesion. Can we fight the boss yet? Alright, cool. We're gonna max out this area. We have a K Gill. You guys already know we're gonna go to get the magic torch. We don't need the guild hall. We need right here. Is it only just level 30 potions? Like, that kind of sucks, but... Oh, what we need to spend money on is the thief abilities. We haven't done anything for them in the longest time. Feels bad. Wait, they're level 32? Oh, I guess we have done stuff for them. Are you guys level 30? The holy medal is here. Nice. Alright. Please kill this, you guys. You guys can do it. I trust in you. As much as Cordelia and Cornelius are in a party together now, I haven't seen either of them go to any of the behest boards. I tried to make the absolute dream team that is, and they haven't really done anything as a result of it, which is really unfortunate. I'd love to see what they do as a team. Alright, let's see here. She did it by herself. Cornelius went just leveled at the crossroads, I guess. I wish he could have done something. I wonder if we filled exploration, though. That would be awesome. Agility for sure. Did we do it? Oh, so close. So close. Level 17 is way too high. 14 is kind of risky as well. Let's check a level 10 place. Let's go over here. We get new houses today. Finally. Finally, you guys. We done did it. Let's see what this race can do. Oh, I think this race is the mage race, right? $30's our limit now? Are you serious? That is so huge. That's so much more gil in our pockets. Love to see it. Alright. Oh wow, it's quite literally like a shack. What are these people? What job? She's a novice? Oh. We have to get her in the team first. Okay. I can't really say what these people like. I don't know what they. I haven't seen any race like this before, to say the least. I could kind of compare the little people to the Tartaru or the Lalafell, but the Ukes. Okay, that's what they're called. And welcome to the chat, Patios. Yeah, I guess they specialize in magic. Do you know what magic they specialize in, or are the Ukes just they're there for both? Because if they're there for both, that'd be really nice. I have the Black Mage and White Mage academies right next to each other, so I think they get an automatic bonus just for that alone. We're gonna for sure use all Elementite today, you guys, like without question. They pay 20 gil in tithes. They could use both white and black magic. Okay. That's nice. Alright, well, we got another one. I think we can't build any more houses over there. That's fine. Let's go ahead and start building on this line right here. That's really effective. I like that. We're gonna definitely max as many as we can and make sure they join. See, I knew that it would be smart to go ahead and save all that Elementite, because now we could just build 10 houses today and we're still gonna have like 2k Elementite left over. Sorry if there's a little bit of an input lag, by the way. Whenever I build for some reason, I don't know if it's when I transferred over the WiiWare on the hard drive to the WAD file, but whenever I build, it gets a little bit crazy. Oh, that's the max. May as well just build some more of the Selkies. Oh man, this poor game. Alright. Is that all the races in the game? If that is, then I could just go back to building some normal houses. Or actually, I could build like a spacious house. Maybe I should build one more spacious house. We did some building today, my goodness. Yeah, I'll save the house. I'll save for later the rest of them, just in case we can get like structure up or something like that. That's gonna net us so much more gil per day. I can now spend that on this too. Yeah, for sure go to rest, because we went off today. We went absolutely off today. Oh, Ripperino. They did good. 620 net gil from that. And we're already back up to 3k elements height. And they finished all of the exploration here. Let's just finish what we haven't done, I guess. I'm gonna try and stack gil. Whoa, music has changed. It's gotten a lot more upbeat. I don't know if that's something that I'm a cause of, or if it's just because we hit 90 days. Maybe it's a new season. It's for sure a lot more upbeat. Oh, there you go. That's what a uke looks like. I see. I really like this. This is very comfy and upbeat. Alright. Silhallara, you're hired. Alright, and then, okay, gotcha. Thank you for that tip. I'll be sure to use them sparingly. So is that the final race? Is that it? Yeah, I guess if I use them with the party that has good heals and high like warrior defense, they can kind of just do the old MMO tank and they'll get carried. More than okay with that. I just want one more to join. I could always go ahead and get I think Lalafels have the lowest base attack and defense as well, yeah. I know for a fact it's harder to do, but I know 14, like the race stats, don't really matter as much in the grand scheme of things, now, at least. We could always wait till tomorrow and just try and get another of the ukes. I don't really want to get another thief right now. We for sure can, but I want to have a uke be a black mage and a uke be a white mage. Okay. Yeah, and they could jump classes like nothing too, which is nice. Man, those funds. Oh, Lulu defeated the Mandrake. Level 15 we'll explore here. $15, 14. Is there anything of level 7? We can't go here yet. 15, it's 26, 14, 11, 17, 18, 17, 19, 17, 32. It's 15, 16, level 8. I don't want to just gain experience points though. Do we dare send him back? Well, you know, we'll just do it in order. We don't need to go and rush to get new houses. Okay, so the clavet is all around kind of like the jack of all trades, master of all, or good at all, master of none. The Lilties have the highest attack and defense, so they would make the best warriors. The Selkie is the fastest, so thieves. And then the Ukes, they don't really have the attack and defense, but they do have the highest magic stat. And they're versatile in both black and white magic. Alright, thank you. Thank you for that rundown. When I make my parties, I'll for sure keep that in mind. I know we just got the tavern probably about 20 minutes ago, 20-30 minutes ago, so that's really good to know. I'll use that around balance and hope that the Lilties really want to go ahead and tank. The amount of gil that we get daily now is so nice. I think we could go ahead and raise the cap to 20 for the adventurers. I think I was 1k gil. I don't want to get another Lilty, I want to get another uke. But they don't seem... Oh, one's coming! I knew that for years because I played so much of the Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Oh, it's always the same 4 races, okay. Alrighty, gotcha. Well, that's kind of cool, at least you get to grow with it. This is my first Crystal Chronicles game, so I was like, whoa, when I saw the Lilty, I was like, this is definitely new. But that's cool that they keep it the same because the Moogle design I learned last week too stayed the same. They have like a few things that stay the same, which is really cool. So I've been trying to be the first streamer to 100% every Final Fantasy game. Like that's been my mission for the past month or so. So when Crystal Chronicles the remaster comes out, I think it's coming out on Steam and PlayStation. I'm for sure going to be getting that and playing through it, as I never. It has to be done, you know. It's got to be done one way or the other. So really excited for that. I don't think they have a release date for that just yet, though. If they don't, it would probably be announced at TGS. But I have this one to go, and I have to go ahead and do My Life as a Dark Lord, which will come following this one. And your favorite is Echoes of Time. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Echoes of Time is the one on the GameCube, right? Okay. That's a rip. So is the Crystal Chronicles that they're remaking? Yeah, and at least they didn't like shut the game down. That sucks that there's no multiplayer, but at the very least, like, it's cool that you can still play it. The Crystal Chronicles that they're remaking, it's not Echoes of Time? Is it the first one then? They are remaking the original. Okay, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Was Echoes of Time the one on the DS then? Okay. Okay. Got it. I know there's quite a few of them, so I was like confused. Okay. Our current limit is 16. We're good then. We could just kind of gill hog now. Ring of Fates and Echoes of Times were the DS ones. Echoes of Time was ported to the Wii. Okay. I can't believe I've never played that sub-series before. Like, this is the first one of the group that I'm playing, and I'm really enjoying it. I heard from chat a couple of nights ago that Chime makes an appearance in the games, right? So this is kind of like a... Actually, I don't want to know her role. I take that back. I'm not going to ask. Because I genuinely want to play this like it's my first time. So I'm gonna hold off on that for now, but I heard through the grapevine that she'll make an appearance. We don't need another gaming hall, but sure. Crystal Chronicles: The Crystal Bears is an action-adventure game that takes place in the far future. Now that one is the guy who looks like Ezreal on the front cover, right? I think that one was on the Wii too. I'm gonna have to get all of these games, so I hope they're not too expensive. Alright. That one, okay. I heard that game wasn't too bad, actually. I had the chance to buy it when I was like a wee lad, and I just never did. But I heard that game was pretty half decent. Did you ever play the Dark Lord one? That one's more strategic, like... Isn't that game like a tower defense or something like that? When I went and, you have all of them? Okay. Alright, so, yeah, I thought I read somewhere that it was tower defense. When, I was lucky because I actually bought these games as, like, a kid. And I had them on my Wii. Tower defense, My Life as a Tower Defense Dark Lord, alright, gotcha. Yeah, I had all these games on my Wii, and I bought them when I was super young. Like, I couldn't have been anything more than probably 10 years old when this game came out. It was 2008? Oh, the Dark Lord's main character is a Fit Lass. Alright. Yeah, so it could have been anything more than, like, what, 2008, 2009. I was, like, 9 or 10 years old or some nonsense. So when I first played these games, I had no idea what I was doing since I was such a young kid. And recently I put up, like, a poll, and I was like, hey, what games do you guys want me to play for Twitch? Because I didn't know. And, the 100% every single Final Fantasy came up because... they want to see if I could do it, and I'm like, yeah, that's like a 1.5 year long project, maybe even 2 years, especially because I have to go ahead and order some of the games that I don't have, which is a lot of the spin-off games, like Chocobo Racing I don't have. I have pretty much most of the games. Like, I have 1 through 10. I have, actually, no, 1 through 15 I own, including all the 13s. I own all the Tacticses. I don't have Mystic Quest when my buddy does. I don't know how in the world I'm going to stream that. It probably can't be too hard to convert a SNES file, though. And then I bought these games when I was a kid, and I found them on my Wii, put them in a hard drive, and then converted them to a WAD file. So, I was able to do that, and as a result, I got a lot of the old Final Fantasy Wii games. The ones I didn't, but was the Echoes of Time and Ring of Fates, but I know how to do the conversion to WAD now, so it should take me probably about a day. I can do it in the morning before I stream even, which is kind of nice because the first time I did that when I converted Dark Lord and this one, it took me way too long. It took me like a full day. Okay. No, I didn't mod it. I bought it all legit. I just hooked it up to my hard drive. I watched like a whole bunch of YouTube videos on it in order to go and put it into the WAD. It took me, like I said, it took me forever. I consider myself to be, like I'm definitely computer literate, but I'm not like a mastermind. Like, that stuff was super complex. The whole conversion to WAD had to download a whole bunch of other stuff and like, a whole bunch of conversion nonsense. I can't say I was too much of a fan, but I haven't had any issues with this game thus far, like, at all. The streams have been fine. It's ran really well. I get a little bit of lag, but it's nothing insane. And yeah, the Wii Shop channel is down. The only reason as to why I'm able to do this, man, is just because I bought those games so long ago. Bought them 2019 now? It's September. Oh. Bought them, yeah, well, I bought them when they first came out. Actually, my aunt bought them for me as a present, as a birthday gift. What job is this person? They're already a level 9. They're a white mage. Oh, that's kind of cool. I guess I could see that. Is the other one a black mage? Okay, so there's DLCs. Is the DLCs for Dark Lord really important? Because I have one DLC for this one. I don't have the clothing pack though. So as a result, I lost it, and that's for sure dead now. Like, it's impossible for me to go ahead and get that. But I bought the one of them. I bought the expansion, like the DLC where it unlocked a dungeon. I think the Desert City of Clavis or something like that. I got that one. Did not get the clothing ones. Dark Lords adds new missions and new rooms. Okay, that sucks. I wonder if there's a way I could kind of scour and see if I can get it. Because now I'm gonna feel like I can't, like I don't want to get DLC locked out of me not being able to 100% every Final Fantasy. I don't understand why there's 2 gaming halls. Does it give both? Like, does it give me new things? Lock picking? Do we have that? I'm gonna feel so dumb if we do. We don't. It's oh, that's why you have multiples. They teach different skills. Okay, that's interesting and very important. I want to see actually. I used to get Wii Shop cards a lot as just gifts, so it's possible that I bought the DLC for it. I want to check to see if I did. but yeah, oh man, if I did, I'd be so stoked. I would be so stoked, but I could see myself not doing that. I know I bought this mandatory DLC, like the story one for this, but I hope I did for Dark Lord. I really hope I did, because now I'm gonna feel like I didn't 100% all the games. I need to move that park somewhere else. That gives us another tavern already. $14, $17. We can go ahead and explore here. Gives us a hammer medal. A new item shop. That's level 17 though. I'm still gonna try and at least go somewhat in order. I wish I could explore as opposed to just get experience, because we need to explore that place. That 4K elementite. Oh man. Look how they run. Look at this thing go. Another thing that I found out about the Crystal Chronicle games that I didn't really know is, like, these games definitely aren't popular in the grand scheme of, like, comparing it to Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, or even some of the other spin-off games. But what I found was that the fan base is really passionate about it, which is awesome. Because it's cool to see. I feel like Tactics is, in Tactics, of course, you can probably tell by the name, is my favorite game of all time. I don't think it will be ever touched, but at the same token, it's cool because that game is more underground. Like, a lot of fans who've played Final Fantasies 1 through 10 won't play Final Fantasy Tactics just because it's not something they've either heard of, or, you know, maybe they don't like the SRPG style or whatever. So I know what it's like to support a game that's vastly underrated and pretty much unknown in the grand scheme of things. So it's cool to see that Crystal Chronicles has that kind of same emotional connection that I do with Tactics. Like, it's just really cool. Like, when I first streamed, a whole bunch of people joined, and they were like talking about how much they love this game, or just like the Crystal Chronicles series in general. And it was cool to, like, I love hearing the stories. I think the greatest bit ever was when I first started this a long time ago. I started Final Fantasy 11, like, seriously started Final Fantasy 11 in 2017, 2018, and I didn't know what I was doing. That game is very not, like, how do I say, that game is very outdated in terms of its mechanics and how it runs. Like, it's very outdated, and if you don't use the FF11 Wikipedia, or if you don't have a friendo that's with you kind of guiding you through it, you are screwed. It's screwed is an understatement, by the way. It's terrible. It's terribad. And so, of course, when I first started 11, oh, no, I didn't know that you could talk to them before they leave, and it gives them a boost. Oh my goodness, thank you. I had no idea about that. Well, thank you for letting me know now. Oh, that's a misclick. No, so anyways, when I played Final Fantasy 11 for the first time, like, I had a whole bunch of people who absolutely helped me out. Like, they would join stream and like just kind of walk me through the game, and I didn't know what I was doing. I loved the soundtrack since I was a little kid, and I used to watch it on like YouTube, and like I was 7, 8 years old. And I had no idea what I was doing, but like the community came and would join and just help me. Like help me through just different things, teaching me mechanics, teaching me the ins and outs of the game, and I've met a lot of really awesome people in my time playing Final Fantasy 11. A lot of really interesting stories too, like it's just cool to see a community like that, you know. That's something that Final Fantasy has always done really well on, and that's like just the power of the community, honestly. Like I met a whole bunch of people who played 11 that met their like spouse, met their like lifelong friends just from raiding with them. And when you hear a whole bunch of stories like that, like it's just really cool, because that kind of community and like that kind of stuff is just kind of gone today in games. Like I know you may see it with WoW Classic and like nostalgia, but it's still just, it's definitely not the same. And I don't know if there'll ever be games like Final Fantasy 11 that did that. Okay. Thank you for that, by the way. I'm going to start doing that for sure, because I kept getting smoked by bosses, and now I know partly the reason why was because it was a mistake on my end. I'm going to save up morale for now, and then just try and get the expansion and max that. I don't know what that does when you expand your citadel, city, whatever they want to call it, kingdom. I like how I have to tell the traveler to go rest. It's just cool to see that, you know. Like I like the sense and just the community has. Speaking of which, I hope that Crystal Chronicles is gonna be awesome. Like the remake, I hope that brings a whole bunch of people back together. I was thinking about getting it on the PlayStation, but if it's same day release for Steam, for sure gonna do that, just because it's, first off, when I stream it, it's a little bit nicer. Like the PlayStation streams are cool, but I don't have any of the aesthetic stuff, like the follow bit noises and that kind of stuff. But instead, it's just a lot more. It's just like a lot more simple. But are you on PC by chance? From what I saw and read, it does. If you're on Steam and you get it, for sure I'll run it with you. Like no questions. I'll give you. I could DM you my Steam name and we'll play it for sure. That'd be awesome to play it with someone who knows what they're doing. That's just like what I did with Final Fantasy 11. Oh, thank you for the follow. But that's what I mean by the aesthetics of the of why I like the PC streaming, and the PlayStation stream, it doesn't do that. But yeah, I did get Final Fantasy VIII remastered for the PlayStation because I got that game originally for the PlayStation, and I would feel like I'd be cheating if I didn't. Like that game's gonna be pure nostalgia for me. So tomorrow night's gonna be a blast. And yeah, for sure. If you want to go ahead and get the Steam version, I will DM you my Steam. It's actually the same name as my my Twitch. So there's no DM needed. But I'd for sure be willing to play if it's something that you'd want to do. if they add stuff like they have been, like if they did a full remake including new side missions and all that kind of stuff, that would be really awesome. Alright. Wow, they didn't defeat the boss. I hate to see it happen. It was over here, right? It was on the right side. Yeah. We still can't explore this place. You've got to be joking. I've given up on it. We're going to explore everywhere else first. That's weird the original didn't have New Game Plus. Have they announced a release date for that, by the way? I think for me personally, everything else, like every game that Square releases from now until March 3rd, 2020, is kind of just a layover till the Final Fantasy VII Remake. My most anticipated game of all time. So, I'm glad that they're doing that though, and remaking a lot of games for like nostalgia purposes, because as much as I never played the original Crystal Chronicles, it'll be cool, and I'll definitely sink a lot of hours into it. Especially if you want to go ahead and join, we'll have a good time with that. You could help me in my quest to 100% every Final Fantasy. So I'm gonna focus on Final Fantasy VIII for. I was doing some math when I don't know how versed or how much you've played Final Fantasy VIII, but when I play that tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and see how much I can break the game in Disc 1. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be doing like kind of like a challenge stream where I want to see if I can get everyone's ultimate weapon without beating the tutorial. I ran a practice run on my the Steam PS1 version, and I was able to get Punishment, Save the Queen, and Ehrgeiz in 27 minutes. It is the fastest run I've ever had of that. I don't think that will ever be repeated. But once I do that, Final Fantasy VIII becomes super simple, especially with Punishment and Ehrgeiz. You could beat Diabolos, and once you beat Diabolos, you could get the no encounter mode. You could keep levels low and all that. But with the math that I have, I'll probably beat the 8 remaster in 80 hours, like 100%. Every single trophy. The Old Bell Lakeside quest, every triple triad card, all of that. I think it will take me 80 hours. This game will probably take me 60. I think 60 is probably good for this game. Maybe 40. I'm not modding it, so I'm not doing like ×3 speed or whatever, because I'm trying to play this game in its original form. So I think like anywhere from 40 to 60. I think we're hitting probably 18 to 20 now. I usually stream for about 3 hours. I've done it like 5-6 times, so we're gonna have to try and get people up to 99. So really, we're probably not even halfway, but I don't know. I think it'll be there. So after I play this, I'm probably gonna try and finish World of Final Fantasy tonight. We're kind of at the final boss. I think we're at the final boss. I think we have like one other side quest to do before we unlock it, and then 8 remaster is just gonna take over my life for the next 80 hours. I think that'll probably take me about. Tomorrow night's stream is gonna be huge. It'll probably take me about 2 weeks to 100% 8, and that's if I straight no life it. Which I'm going to. So I hope TGS the public showing of TGS is September 14th, if I'm not mistaken. I think that is the day that Square is going to announce everything to the public. The 13th is them doing shareholders and Sony. Since I'm a shareholder, I actually was invited to go to TGS, but of course I'm not going to pay the ticket that I have to pay to fly over to Tokyo to go see it. But man, that'd be really cool to go. I would be so happy if I was able to go. I don't have the funds for it. But maybe one day. Maybe if my Square Enix stock just skyrockets, then that'll be enough to send me over there. But I'm really excited for it. I'm at least going to be able to live stream it. So I'm stoked with that much. That is true. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the remaster remake. I'm not gonna play the original one. I mean, I could play the original one. It's I'll see how much it is to buy, since emulation, like the art of emulation, is kind of gone. I've been buying all my games legitly, and it looks really good because I have a Final Fantasy collection, and it's nice to have a lot of the rarer games in there. I have a lot of really good stuff, and all my rarest Final Fantasy stuff I actually didn't buy myself, it was given to me. I kind of will touch a little bit more on that tomorrow when I talk about my story of Final Fantasy VIII. But how I got into Final Fantasy, spoiler for tomorrow's stream, was my father owned a coffee shop when I first came to Southern California, which is where I was at. And in that kind of transition phase, like my English reading and writing wasn't too hot, and as a result, like, I used to have to go with my dad for super long hours to the coffee shop, whether it was after I got home from public school, which I was brand new to, and I would just pretty much bring my Game Boy or DS or whatever, and I just play Pokemon the whole time. It kind of helped me with reading and all that kind of stuff, and learning the language better. So I had an employee there. He was actually a manager at my work. And wait, let's see what this guy says. I feel like I'm just going and giving up. Oh, rip. Yeah, keep your head up high, lad. So I had a manager over there by the name of Kevin, and he saw us playing Pokemon one day, and he's like, I know, like, you're still kind of getting used to higher levels text, I guess, if you will, and whatnot. He's like, but you're really smart, and like you're playing a pretty strategic game at a young age, and I was flying through those games, and he's like, I should introduce you to like a real strategy game. And he's like, it's called Final Fantasy, and I was like, nah, I don't really want to play that. I'm cool sticking with my Totodile and rocking through Soul Silver. And he's like, I'm not going to charge you for it or anything like that. He's like, all the old, like the best Final Fantasy games are the ones that are older anyways. So that next day at work, when I came in after school, he came in with copies of Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 10, including a part of Tactics, which I think it was just the instruction manual or something like that, like a poster or something like that. And I went home that night and I played Final Fantasy 7 for the first time. Actually, I think I started with 10. I played both on the same day, but I think I put in the disc for 10 first and then just kind of watched the opening cutscene with Otherworld, and it blew my mind, like absolutely blew my mind. And then I pretty much dropped Pokemon after that, and I just focused specifically on it. So that's how I got started on it. And anyways, Kevin was from the Philippines, so he would go back to Asia to go and buy the games. The Final Fantasy X that he gave me was a Black Label PAL version, and the Final Fantasy VII that he got me was a Black Label, just the first PS1 version. He's been a big fan since like Final Fantasy V, I think, and so he got the midnight release versions of 7 and 10, and those games are at the front of my collection. Like, I have that in my Final Fantasy shrine I have in my house. Those games I put at the top of the list, and I haven't talked to him since, actually. We sold the coffee shop, and I haven't even talked to him since. Like, I want to thank him for getting me into Final Fantasy, but I just haven't had the chance to find out about him. So, Kevin, if you're listening, thanks for everything. Finally, we beat that boss. Oh wow, that is insane. Level 28. That's the highest we've got so far. Let's go ahead and explore the Emporium. We can do it this time. Ring of Fates has the best story. Echoes of Time has a lot of content, and it has the best multiplayer because it is the first one. Alright. Cool. I'll remember that. This game doesn't really have too much of a... I mean, it does have a story. There's cutscenes, but this one's just a lot more fun. More like the world builder. Alright, let's throw in that other tavern, lads. That's huge. Get another party, get another local. I think my first Final Fantasy I played was probably in 2000. I'm trying to think of when Kevin gave me that. I'm really trying to think because I wonder if I'm like reaching like my 10-year anniversary of playing Final Fantasy. I was probably 9 years old. Maybe 11 years now. Man, that's crazy to think about. That is so crazy to think about. I'll never forget when I like first played Final Fantasy X. That opening cutscene like blew my mind so much, and the plot, like I seriously didn't understand it. He was right on the money. Like my translation and the understanding of the plot was absolutely brutal when I played Final Fantasy X for the first time. And I was just really confused, but I love the music and I love the gameplay. I kept dying at Sin Spongenois or Genius, and I had to keep resetting the game because I thought that if I died there, like I didn't know level grinding was a thing. So Final Fantasy X is a really near and dear place to my heart. Tactics is my favorite game of all time though, but 7 and 10 are right up there. Yep, comfy time, that's absolutely right. Simple as. Yeah. You know, honestly, you guys, chat has ignited a spark in me. I think once my journey is done with 100%ing every Final Fantasy game, because I've been uploading these on YouTube, I'm gonna try and find Kevin. Maybe I can find him on Facebook or something like that. And I'll at the end of it, I'll make like a highlight video or something like that, and of every Final Fantasy game, and I'm gonna send it to him, and I'm just gonna tell him just like thank you. I think I could find him if I look deep in the archives. I could probably find a pay stub with his name on it, and I can get maybe like his last name or something like that. But it's a real shame that I haven't kept in contact with him. It was just because the last time I talked to him was when I was such a little kid that I never was able to. But I mean, shout out to that guy. I'll take him out to local or something because he did a lot for me. I mean, I'll tell you right now, you guys. Like honestly, if I work for a business and my boss's kid came in, I would never give him my copies of all my rare Final Fantasy games. I absolutely would never. I think when Kevin did that, he was probably my same age now. I think he was probably a year or two older. I think he was probably 21, 22. And I'll tell you right now, if my boss's kid came in, I would be like, yeah, you can go buy the games yourself. You don't need me to do it. But the fact that he was just generous enough to give me all of his whole entire collection of it, I mean, that's just an absolute true lad right there. So I'll find it to him, and then I'll let him know that that his games are in the safest conditions possible. Alright, let's see here. We defeated the boss. Morale's still high. We're gonna try and just kind of save up on gil for sure right now. I don't think there's anything we could build. Final Fantasy VIII, the remaster, will be a lot of fun tomorrow. By the way, I'm really excited for that. I think the first stream might be a little bit boring just because I'm going to be doing just the nonsense that is getting the ultimate weapons in Disc 1. But overall, it'll be like a really fun experience. Plus, it'll be nice just to see the soundtrack, the updated character models. The only thing I'm upset about is the resolutions in 4x3 still. They didn't update it to 1080 full screen resolution, which sucks, and it doesn't. If you mod the game, the mods go on the side that the 4x3's in. Yeah, no, it sucks, right? But I'm gonna be really getting that Final Fantasy VIII feel with that 4x3. I also don't blame them for it, though. A lot of people, like, just... The game hasn't been out yet. Even I get it 3 hours early. But no one has had a review on it yet. Like, no one. They've kept that game so under, like, lock that no one has been able to play it yet. And even the shareholders and the people who've pre-ordered it since, like, the day it was announced, like myself, we only get it 3 hours early. So... they've kept it so under lock, but they've released an hour-long gameplay. Hour-long gameplay, and they haven't changed anything in terms of the text. I think they did like a weird censorship of Siren, but it's really not. I don't know. I'm so confused by that. Like, if you were to tell me I had to censor something in Final Fantasy VIII, I would say, oh, yeah, Shiva, right? Siren, maybe, but I could see, like, if they hand this game over to Sony, who's been kind of censorship heavy in the past year, and they're like, I need to go and censor something in order to keep this game at a T rating as opposed to an M, I would be like, yeah, you know, they're probably going to cover up Siren because they want to keep the T rating of the original, and the whole ESRB ratings changed since the past 20 years, and whatever. I'm not a big fan of censorship at all, but if they need to keep a rating, they need to keep a rating, you know, that's beyond me. I would say Shiva, okay? The change that they made to Siren was, in the original summoning of Siren, she's wearing like a bikini and she's playing a harp on a rock, okay? They thought that the bikini was a little too risque, so the censorship was that they got rid of the bikini, okay? And you're like, okay, that makes sense. Maybe they put shorts or pants on Siren. No, they put feathers instead of the bikini bottom. You can see like the bikini top is still there, but they just put feathers over it. Which the issue that lies is, okay, they censored it so you can't see like the bikini bottom, but she looks naked now. Like, save just the feathers, she looks naked. And for some reason, Sony thought that would be good enough to keep a T rating. A lot of people are really confused by it, and they asked a lot of questions when Square uploaded that first hour of gameplay, and I'm still honestly really confused by it, because when they summoned Shiva, they didn't censor her at all. So I don't know why Sony like nitpicked Siren in particular, and instead just... I don't know. It's nonsense to me. Yes, no, that's exactly right. Yeah, Siren has gone straight full commando. And you have a 4x3 monitor? Yeah, if you have that on Steam, then you're absolutely golden. And Justin, I'm glad that you had a good day, my friend. My mom's birthday's on Wednesday, so she had a party today, and I did the same exact thing. I went out with my dad, and we cooked burgers, and kind of hung out with my mom's friends today. You didn't miss much. I talked about how I got into Final Fantasy. I'll talk about that more tomorrow because 8 was one of the first games that I got. Technically, is the first game that I got. Like, I got 3 of them, and 8 was in the 3 that I got. So, I'll talk about that a lot more tomorrow, but it'll make sense tomorrow. That's pretty much it. We got a tavern, we got more houses, and now we're just raking in Gil. So, that's pretty much it, man. And then, yeah, today was pretty cool. And I don't know if it's their way of a prank, like, so the whole Square deal with censorship has gone so much under fire since like the Tifa design, which I really like, by the way. I'll say that first and foremost. I think Square did a fantastic job with the new Tifa design. Like I think she looks it's like not more realistic. Like, I think that her Dissidia Duodecim model and her Dissidia NT model look fine too. But I think this one's probably my favorite one. She just looks really good. I'm really impressed with how they did with the Tifa model. I know a lot of people who are more towards the nostalgia side will disagree, and they want to get rid of the thigh highs, and they want to get rid of like the sports bra training top thing that she's wearing. And I completely understand that. Like, I absolutely 100% understand that. I am not going to argue otherwise. Like, I completely understand for those guys that played the game in the original 1997 that they probably don't like the redesign. But and like I said, I could totally agree with that. But in my personal opinion, I'm really happy with it. We'll see how much they like the censorship comes in during the whole cross-dressing scene at Don Corneo's mansion. But when that came out, her redesign came out, there was a great deal of a translation error that happened, where they interviewed, I think, Katase about the whole thing, and he said something about like an ethics department or something like that, and people got really upset because they felt like Sony was kind of Square's ethics department and Sony's rating system came in and did a lot of censorship stuff. But some people kind of argue about the translation, saying that it had nothing to do with ethics, and instead he was talking about like the game itself and not the ethics or something like that. So after this whole thing, right, people are gonna go and play the 8 remaster, and then when they're gonna see Siren, they're gonna probably think of the same thing. The Siren change I didn't even realize until I watched the original, by the way. I couldn't even tell the difference, and I was like, wait a minute, she just looks naked now. Like, so much for censorship, Sony. I don't know what's your end game, you know? But that's definitely gone under fire. So I hope that, you know, if they do a lot of the remake and remasters, I hope that they don't censor things. As I said before, I don't really talk too much about like personal preference of politics in games, but I don't think censorship's really like a political statement. It's just something I don't like. I absolutely hate censorship in games, because if you made the game to be like that, then just make the game to be like that. If you have like a creative design for it, I don't think you should have other people, regardless of what it is. I don't care if it's, you know, one way or the other. I don't think someone should be this overarching figure telling you, hey, you can or can't have that in a game. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen a lot of pretty outlandish games, but when they get ported over to the West, or if they get remakes in particular, it's like, yeah, I definitely don't think they should be censored. Like, you know, the original was just fine, but there's no reason to go ahead and censor the remake because of either changes in the modern day or whatever, you know. Because if that's what the game was supposed to represent at that time, the remake should just kind of represent that. So that's my personal opinion on it. I probably won't talk about it much ever again. But I hope that the whole censorship thing is just like CG wise. I don't know because they only uploaded the first hour of the game, in which that hour the person did the delay mission. Hence why we're able to see the siren summoning. So I don't understand yet how much they're gonna go ahead and censor, because it's possible it could be more than it's possible that it could be more than just the CG that happens, the FMV that happens when Siren's summoned. And I really hope that's not the case, because Final Fantasy VIII has some of my favorite taglines and stuff like that. And I mean, I don't know how accepted they are in terms of like modern day stuff. Squall in particular, because he doesn't talk a lot. A lot of, I'd say 90%, especially in the beginning of the game, 90% of Squall's conversations in his head. And seeing his commentary on other people is absolutely hilarious. It's one of my favorite parts about Final Fantasy VIII, and it's the reason as to why I rate 8 as the lowest in terms of the PS1 era, with my list being 7 over 9 over 8. I still think Squall's my favorite protagonist of the bunch. Like, for sure, without question, because he's hilarious. And, you know, Final Fantasy's used to having like more extroverted protagonists. I think Bard's Cecil somewhat, and having Mr. Introvert Squall that hates the world is really interesting to see. And then Cloud at the start of Final Fantasy VII is just kind of a doofus, and apparently they kept that in the remake. They didn't make him all edgy like he was in Advent Children. So I definitely rate Squall as my favorite protagonist of the PS1 era, with Kuja for sure being my favorite of the antagonists. Sephiroth has a really close second, and Ultimecia is a definite last. Alright, so let me see. So Justin's order. Your order so far in games beaten was Final Fantasy 4, 6, 7, 5, 9, 10, 8, 12. 12 is unbeaten still. 3 is unbeaten. The 13 trilogy is unbeaten. But then afterwards you got 15, and then you got you beat 15, you started 14, you didn't finish it, and then you beat Tactics, and now you're back on 14. And you haven't touched any other spin-offs save Tactics, and you haven't gotten too long into 1 and 2. Yeah, no, for sure, absolutely, and I agree 100% on what you said here. I can't say it any better than myself. Quote being, I'm afraid of the tighter gatekeeping that big companies are starting to have on media. I think we should strengthen more in terms of the First Amendment and freedom of speech in games and media. I absolutely agree. That's pretty much my stance summed up in a sentence, man. And yeah, you know, I'm really surprised too, because in the PlayStation 3 era, especially with like a lot of the anime games that came out, even in the VNs that came out that the PS3 would have, like Xbox 360 wouldn't have it, or the Wii wouldn't. Of course, the Wii didn't have it. I don't think the Wii ever had a VN. But Sony was all about like importing the games from Japan, and they were cool with a lot less of the censorship. Like Sony's censorship was a lot less compared to Xbox, and now Xbox and Sony both have super tighter restrictions and gatekeeping on censorship. And the Nintendo Switch has been the one group that's like so anti-censorship. We're living in clown world, man, because that's something I never would have expected to hear or read in my life. If you asked me that 5 years ago, I would slap you. Now that it's happened, it's like, well, this is we live in a society, as simple as. Sony's becoming the Anakin Skywalker. Did they really? Of course yeah. The first thing that you talk about in the 7 Cowgirl game is how you could run Asuka's feet. I would expect nothing less from you, Mr. Justin. I can't believe that the Wii had VNs. Be right back, guys. Gonna go load up Little Busters and Clanad on the Wii. I need to search this up real quick. Hold on. This is breaking content right here. We have 2K gold. Let's buy stuff. Let's get things up to level 40. Alright, that is definitely going to need to be expanded upon with new materials. We could buy a level 30 rod. Huge. Yeah, so, yeah, that's absolutely right. Nintendo for sure went around and was okay with that. Doesn't the Switch have Nekopara, for God's sake? Hold on. Visual novels on the Wii. Apparently they had the Phoenix Wright trilogy in Japan. Sakura Wars, Japan only. Code Realize. I guess they have Sakura Wars there. Oh, wait a minute. On the Nintendo website, they have visual novels as a tag. Hold on here. Apparently, they had the High School DxD VN on the 3DS. Steins Gate's on the Switch. They had 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. I think Zero Escape was on the DS as well. Sakura Wars was on the Wii. Zero Escape was on the Wii as well. Oh wow! I can't believe you have that, dude. That's a find. I've been thinking about going and getting the like I want to have a collection of like my favorite games of all time. Like I've been really thinking about getting the Umineko Nocturne of Truth and Illusion, like the PS3 version. That has like one of my favorite wallpapers of a game ever. But the import I would have to pay for it would be insane. Like in the cost, it's pretty rare. Same thing, I really want a physical copy of the Little Busters that came with the baseball. And a physical copy of Clanad as well. I definitely put that up in the treasury alongside all my Final Fantasy stuff. I think the rarest thing I have from Final Fantasy, oh man, this is a pretty funny story. I'll probably tell again when we get to Zodiac Age. But Zodiac Age came out on July 11, 2017. So July 10th, I was going to the midnight release. I had pre-ordered it for my birth, or I think it was gifted to me on my birthday, which is July 8th. And I was really excited. I had played Final Fantasy XII regularly, and I was a fan, but I really wanted to do the trial mode, which I still haven't beaten. And we're definitely going to do when I do that, because something that a lot of people don't know about when I play Final Fantasy is Gabranth is a top 3 Final Fantasy villain for me. Absolutely love Gabranth. It would go Kuja, Gabranth, and then Sephiroth in terms of my favorite character. My favorite villains, I should say. And I think he's an awesome character. So I was really excited to do that because at the end of trial mode, on floor 100 of the trial mode, you fight against Gabranth, Trace, Sargabath, and I forget the last one. The last judge, whoever it was. Fight against all 5. And it's considered to be one of the, if not the hardest boss in Final Fantasy. Like, as a side, you know. The Bloodworm and Yasmat are, of course, up there in Final Fantasy XII. So, really excited for it, and I wanted to do the job system. And they added a whole bunch of weapons, like the Great Trango and the Sight and Grat. So I was stoked. So I get pre-ordered for my birthday. I go there on July 10th for the midnight release, and they had a huge poster there, and they didn't know what to do with it at the location I was at, like whatever GameStop I was at. So there was probably like 9 or 10 of us, and they were like, you know, we don't know what to do with this poster because we're just gonna throw it away. So we're gonna have everyone, like, they printed out or they went somewhere, bought raffle tickets, and then among the 10 of us, we all had to pick one, and they picked someone out random in the crowd to go ahead and pick out the raffle ticket. So I was with my girlfriend, and we were going to the game. We were going to it together because I was super excited for it. So she wanted to go with me, of course. And when we got there, I was the only one who brought someone with them. So when we got to the Zodiac Age Midnight release, they were like, we don't want, like, as an employee, we don't want to go ahead and pull the raffle. So my girlfriend's like, you know, I'll do it, whatever. So of course, as fate would have it, my girlfriend picks my lotto ticket, my raffle ticket, and I ended up winning the poster. A whole bunch of people were not happy about that because they could tell that she was my girlfriend because I was with her, so they thought it was rigged. But no, it was just pure luck. So they gave me that poster, and it's really, really nice looking. If I could take a picture, I would put it up in the chat. And I have it up in my Final Fantasy collection above my computer, actually. I have it above me right now. I think that is one of the rarest things because I don't even know if they were supposed to give these posters out, and I know for sure they didn't sell them because this is like a store use only poster. But I'm stoked, and it was probably, out of that year, out of everything that could have happened, I think that was my favorite birthday present I got that year, just because it was so unorthodox and random. It was just really cool, and I've had it hung up in my room since, and it has Gabranth on it. So, kind of epic. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'm glad I have that on there. And if they do that again with the 7 remake, I'm gonna try and I don't care who I gotta pay off, but if they're giving away 7 remake posters at the same location I go to, I live in a really small town, so we have like one game store in the 45-minute radius, and they always, like, I've realized that with most of the stuff they do, they give away just because they're gonna throw it away. They don't have to send it back to corporate or anything like that. If they do that with the 7 remake, it's absolutely over. Like, it's done so. I'm gonna have to pay off the employees or something, you guys, because I'm bringing that life-size Cloud poster home with me, whatever they have. I'm trying to think of what other stuff I have that's like... I have the Stormblood Cup. When at the end of Heaven's Ward, if you went to Jack in the Box or Carl's Jr., I think it was Carl's Jr., and you bought whatever specialty burger they had that day, they would give you your first month of 14 free, and they gave you a cup with Xenos Egalvis on it. You had to buy like the specialty combo with the burger and the drink, and they would give you a code in the bag that had on the cup that gave you your first month free. So it came with like the starter edition of 14, and it came with the meal, and it came with the cup. I don't know how many people actually got that because it was super unknown. Like, I didn't know unless I was just randomly on the lodestone one day, and they did that. For the midnight release of Final Fantasy 15, they gave away orange cream soda. That was called, like, the Chocobo Elixir. I have that one. I don't know, Natalia, you're in the chat. What other stuff did we get? It was Carl's Jr.? I remember we had to look all over for that. We drove all over to try and find that Xenos Cup. We didn't even want it. And honestly, I could understand why they got rid of that, and it was only for 2 weeks, by the way, that Carl's Jr. deal, because the meal was like $9, right? So if you go over to Carl's Jr., okay, you pay $9, you get dinner or lunch, whatever, and you get a month of 14 free, which is like $13.99 or something like that a month. That's an absolute steal. You get a game, a burg, and a drink, and a rare cup. It's over, lads. It's over. That just seems like a net loss, but I don't know how many people went and were like, yeah, I got this cool cup from Carl's Jr. Can't wait to start playing the game with the code I got, but, you know, maybe they did. Yeah, I'm still going to play World of Final Fantasy. That'll be done probably in the next 20 minutes. I'll transfer over to that. We have to finish that tonight. I wish you got to try the Chocobo Elixir. It was really good, actually. It was from Jones, so it was orange cream soda. My dad, actually, he came in clutch that night. So when I went to the midnight release of 15, they didn't have it at the Target because it was a Target exclusive. So I went to GameStop at 9. No. I went to Target at 8:30, and they didn't have it. It was sold out already because some employee came in and bought all of it for like $1. And then I went over to GameStop at 9 to pick up the midnight release. And then that next day, my dad had some sort of engineering meeting out in Northern California, like a 3-hour drive. And he was like, "Hey, I was out of school, or something like that." He's like, "Hey, you want to come with me?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And the absolute lad that my dad was, we stopped in this like 2.5 to 3-hour drive we had up to Northern California, middle of Northern California. We stopped at every Target along the way, like every single one of them, and finally we found it in like Brea or something like that. They had 3 left, and I was a senior in high school, and my dad didn't even make me pay for it. He's all like, "You know what? You came with me, like you kept me company." So he bought me like every one that they had left in the store, and it was just the coolest thing ever. Like, it was just a cool experience. So I have that up there too. And it has some sort of writing on it, and it has like the 15 Chocobo, and it's really cool. But yeah, that's a really good story about how I got that. That was good times. Absolute scenes out in local with my dad. What else did we get, Natalia? We got okay, I'll start using those. I've been trying to go ahead and I'm trying to go ahead and increase the town's ranking, but we can't do that until this, right? Oh, that's enhancing Magicite. It's over. We need that, you guys. That's what we've been looking for. That's the one. Do we only have level 15 places now? 17, 16, level 8. 13, 16, 15, 14, 28, 7, 15, 14. Okay. We're going to do some to defeat the boss and some to explore. I'm going to go ahead and do what you said. We're going to raise morale and talk to them. I think they leave over that way. So, I'm going to raise morale and talk to them so they can go kill the boss. Yeah, no, we have the cup noodles from Dissidia NT. We have all of those. I think they had Cloud, Lightning, and Terra, right? I think those even came with cosmetics, for God's sake. I think there was if you buy like the 20-pack of cup noodles, which was 49 cents, you could get there was like a cosmetic thing that you could do. But we have those. What do you think they're going to do with the 7 remake? They better do something. 14 was with Dr. Pepper in Germany. I should have went back and gotten some there. Man, that would be cool. Have like a Moogle Dr. Pepper. I think that was only for like a week though when the first EU server came up in 14. The 7 remake. I hope they have a contract with someone. I don't care if it's Cup Noodles. I don't care what it is. I want something, man. What do you think? Nice. Congrats on the level 19 poison. I hope they get a contract with something cool. They should do something epic like Doritos and Mountain Dew. The 7 edition. I don't know where they're exiting at, you guys. Shoot. They're buying stuff, but where are they going? I need to raise morale so I can talk to them. Hello, Toolpass. How you doing tonight? Yeah, the 7 remake, it's been years. No kidding, man. No kidding. FF7 remake's gonna become the new Fortnite, alright? I hope that the 7 remake comes with a battle pass and like special dances as well. Like when you win, oh, it's on the other side. Come on, go, go, go. When you win, you no longer do like the celebratory spin the sword and the song plays. It's got to be something like you floss over the guard scorpion's body. Okay. I didn't see which way it goes. Oh no! No! Wait. No, the exit's on the far back. We're not gonna make it. Oh wait, there's so many people. Go, go! I see some going on the right side. We can make it. We could make it. Go! We could cut them off. Yes. All right. We lost some, but the party that mattered the most is getting it. Oh, Cornelius, no! Okay. We got so many people. I'm content. I'm more than content with that. Oh, Marianne did not like the boost. She got wiped out anyways. Let's go ahead and just talk to everyone, and they're going to get better along with their family members. I see this as being the equivalent of rhymes of shouting at people. They get stats up for getting yelled at. Samuel fled from battle. Well, this isn't going well. Alright. Hype out in the chat, you guys. Come on. We did it. We beat the boss. There's no way we didn't. They had the boosts. 4. Come on. After all that, they still fail. Are you kidding me? And we didn't even get any exploration done. That is not how I'm ending this tonight. Why did only one party go to explore? That's my question. The boss HP doesn't heal? Oh, that's huge. I wish I knew that. Wait, didn't we give you armor? Oh, he's at level 40 now. Give it up for day 106. Alright. Okay. Let's go and get stuff up to level 40. Only certain bosses have cure. Hopefully that guy didn't, because he should be done today. And I'll probably end this portion of the stream after we get that boss. And then I will immediately jump over to World of Final Fantasy when we're going to complete that tonight. And then tomorrow, after we finish World of Final Fantasy, I'll probably end streaming for tonight. And then tomorrow, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You guys know what time it is. It's the biggest stream I'm probably ever going to do. No, I take that back. March 2nd, 9 p.m. will be the biggest stream I ever do. Heals 25%, so hopefully we beat that then. Alright. Hey, this guy has not leveled up in a while. Yeah, that part's cool. You could see their stats and whatnot. I really like that as well. We can go over to the other thief spot and see. Come on, today has to be the day. Can we jump? We can't do a sick loop-de-loop jump over the wall, it looks like. That's also level 40. Alright, we'll get that up to 40, and we'll call it there. Come on. I know I didn't raise morale, and I probably should have, but hopefully we get him. Give it up for day 107. Oh. Hey, the level 13! The level 13 does it. The absolute Chad that he is. Congrats, dude. The shift zone huh? Changes the holder's affinities and preferences. What? As in, like, the affinity of elements, or I'm gonna do it. Oh, wow. Okay, I see. I'm just gonna go ahead and just do regular intellect. That's important to know. Now, I like that system a lot. Did we fully explore it? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna play one more day, and then that'll be the last day for tonight on My Life as a King. Look at that map, you guys. Beautiful. We've done so much work, and it's coming so much into fruition. We can go over here now and try and get a new house. But we need to beat the Emporium guy. Maybe we'll go for this guy too. You know what, just gain experience for the younger guys. Lower level. Boss defeated, that's right. The hype is there now, finally. I don't know what he gave us, I think it was just Elementite, but jeez, did he give us a lot of it, if so. Nothing. We're okay with that, though. We're okay with that for sure. Speaking of emotes, by the way, I hope Twitch is gonna finally. Their team is probably off tomorrow, but man, do I hope that they give us that soon, you guys. I really hope that soon they finally give us the emote that we've worked on for so long. It's been like 2 weeks now. It'll be 2 weeks on Wednesday. But with Labor Day, they probably had Friday off as well. So hopefully they accept it soon, because we put a lot of work into this one. And we're going to have more emotes on the way too. But we got to get this first one first and make sure that it comes out good. Did you get something? Nope. Is no one doing anything today? doesn't seem like anyone's doing like anything today. They're just buying stuff. That's fine. Dude, Cornelius just fights the boss like a lad. It just takes out the boss like an absolute lad that he is. Just one taps him. That is obscene. You guys know we're giving him intellect. Easy 61 intellect. Come on, man. Come on. We're gonna go ahead and just have the townsfolk kind of talk about that, and let's finish off the exploration over there. Let's get that emporium here. Due to the cooperation of citizens, you can now build an emporium. An emporium is a type of superstore, crowded with bargain hunters. The street along an emporium bustles with good deal on foot traffic. An emporium's energy stems from the happiness it brings clients, and by downplaying conflict and instilling the confidence to face uncertainty. So, if the foot traffic is going to be at the emporium, we should probably put that back here, because we have the guild hall over here. We have the if it's a two what's it called? A two-part place. Let me see. Where are you, emporium? Oh, it's a 6. It's that's huge. Okay. That's, yeah, I don't even know if we have that. Right here, actually. Never mind. Huh? Is this only... Oh, that's only 4. Right here? I don't like how that's gonna look, but we could at least put it... No, again? Do I not know how to count? I guess I don't. Okay. Do we demolish this house here? Or... So I want to put it over here. We're gonna move it. No! No! Can we cancel this? Hello? Oh, rip. Sorry, your house is gone. Oh, I feel so dumb. I forgot about this place. I didn't mean to cancel that. Do we lose them? You know, if that's the case, it saves automatically every day, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream here, and then we'll go back because it hasn't saved today. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that, and then tomorrow we'll just put the Emporium in. So we'll do that instead. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here then, because that definitely had an adventurous house. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes for World of Final Fantasy. If you guys want to go ahead and join that. Thank you so much for everything tonight. I'll be back on My Life as a King. I don't know if I'm going to be tomorrow, but it will be soon. So yeah, thank you guys for the follows, the bits, everything like that, and I will see you guys in like 5 minutes. It is time for World of Final Fantasy. It's absolutely right. See you guys.